Hey guys, I hope everyone's doing great. I just wanted to check in. I got 2 videos that I really liked. It's been kind of a crazy week. I've been planning ahead, trying to get things done for this event I got coming up. The dog's in the cage, so she's acting up. She's in there for a little bit of punishment. She'll be out soon, but she's gonna be in there crying for a little bit. But yeah, I got this ex-preacher who is basically deconverted. I loved what he had to say. It was really powerful. It's a quick 6-minute video. It's nothing crazy with that one. And he had some good talking points. I really liked what he had to say. He was straight to the point, and I really, really, really believe what he says. I think that a lot of this Christianity stuff is kind of contradictory because, you can't believe some of the words and then not follow all of the words. Can't pick and choose what you want from the Bible because God's and Jesus' words is always going to be the same. So, I just can't ethically stand by it either. So I'm gonna definitely do that video, and then also a little video by my girl Nylah. I haven't seen her online. I'm a little worried. I'm kind of upset because I didn't follow her other socials. I just followed her on YouTube, but I loved her videos. I love her. I think she's entertaining. She's funny as hell. And where's Nylah? Free Nylah. What happened to her page? I need somebody to tell me what's going on. Bring back Nylah. That's my girl. I definitely want to know what's up. I got a few pickups this week. Nothing crazy. I'm going to show you some of that. And then, maybe next week I'll do a more in-depth video of something that I've watched. But yeah, I have to take care of this dog. All right. Bye. Also, I almost forgot. Something crazy did happen. Oh my God, I'm losing my voice. I couldn't get it out. Something crazy did happen. I almost forgot. I got a pair of shoes from StockX, an extra pair for free $99. Crazy, crazy, crazy. I showed my off-whites a couple weeks ago, and I couldn't believe it. They were amazing. I won it on a bid. I said something about it a couple weeks ago, and literally they sent me an extra pair. I know people don't fucking believe me, but I don't give a shit. Literally, that is amazing. That's freaking nuts. That happened to me this week. I mean, what an amazing thing. Seriously, amazing.
Thinking to myself, how is it that this evil you're describing, I could sit back and watch one of my sons have this happen to him and me not go in there and do the most gruesome shit to try to defend my kids? Are you kidding me? I'm dying in the process of saving those kids. You're not going to do that to my children. And all of our intuitions say that he's a loving, perfect, omniscient God. How do we understand what omniscient means if we don't have the inference from our own experience to understand that he's better than that? He's better than what we are, supposedly. How can you sit back here and say that makes any sense? I'm sorry. That makes no sense. It's absurd and needs to be neglected. Your point is such a good point, dude. And here's something about you. I want to give you some praise. When we've been talking, you have a keen way of observing things that I never did, even when I was in full preterism, and even as I've done MythVision for years. Which is why I reached out to you, we talked, and I was like, I never thought to think like that when I was a full preterist. This is a really interesting way of thinking, and you did a damn good job of getting me to think in ways I didn't really think about. So thanks for that. But if you have any comments to anything I just said, man, I'm all ears.
I mean, those analogies are spot on, Derek. This is why I say, even if futurism is true, even if we should put our faith in this prophecy, I can't do it morally and ethically. I cannot violate the most common basic integrity as a man, as a human being, to just wait for the man upstairs to come down and bring about this new heavens and this new earth. It's been 2,000 years too long. So when we get into failed prophecy, which if I were to choose my position, I would just hang my hat on failed prophecy. And failed prophecy, Derek, is multifaceted. It's not just the time statements and audience relevance that Christ did not return in the time frame. It's been failing humanity this entire time. While he's just allowing all of this chaos to take place. And we're just waiting for God the Father to push the button to send the Son back down to the earth to stop innocent victims, women and children, innocent men all throughout the world. It's just so much chaos. So I cannot morally and ethically use faith as a cop-out for reason and as a for just basic moral integrity. And I'm so happy in this generation that not just Christians are leaving the faith, but we see Muslims, we see Mormons, we see people of all religions now leaving this ancient barbaric view of, just abandoning reason and accepting evil as if something evil is somehow now good. And now we're at fault for considering that evil happening to my children, to my mother, to my spouse, whoever it is, that's somehow a good thing and it's bringing Christ glory. And like I said, I go back to Virgil Abloh. Virgil Abloh brought up suffering children. He has said, I invite any Christian to attend a children's hospital to see the suffering that is there being endured. A man must destroy in himself all feelings of mercy and compassion, and he must make himself as cruel as the God in whom he believes. And no man's ethics can be morally unimpaired if he keeps having to make excuses on pain and misery upon children. And that quote from Virgil Abloh, I truly believe, Derek, that if I'm on my deathbed, all I can say is that I have been honest, and I cannot morally and ethically side with any God, whether it's Allah, Yahweh, Jesus, whoever it is, any other dying, rising God. I cannot morally and ethically side with that. And if I go to hell for it, then so be it. I mean, all I can say is that I have been genuine, I have been honest. And another one is I cannot call child abusers, those who are murdering children, I can't call them a brother. I refuse to preach the gospel, and I never have, Derek, by the way. That was one thing that I never did as a Christian minister. If I found out that there was somebody who abused a little boy, a little girl, even in the prisons, I never preached the gospel to them. And as a matter of fact, Jesus was the one who stated, it's better to have a millstone tied around their neck and tossed into the sea if anybody harms any of these little children. And so even to this day, I refuse to go to heaven. There is a heaven. And if there's child abusers that are forgiven, I cannot morally and ethically side with that. And I refuse to call them a brother. And I'm not going to hug them, hold hands in fellowship, go out to eat. And I just can't do that as a man. So that's just my own personal preference. It's very difficult for me. It's very difficult for me to side with that.
Well, that was a great point. That really was awesome. It's a lot to unpack because I think that all people do kind of deserve forgiveness because people could do stuff, when they're younger, but it depends on what you did. And I don't know, we have this life to live for a long time, and if you believe in karma and you come back, then you're gonna have to pay, right? You're gonna have to pay. So somehow, some way, you're gonna have to pay. And who are we tonight, really, say something about it? I mean, you could speak on it, but people suffer when they're in jail, even predators, and I don't agree with what they do at all, and I'm not trying to sympathize with a predator, but I also understand predators become predators from being abused, and it's a cycle, and they get theirs too. They get theirs in jail, and they get theirs, in life coming after you and stuff like that. So I completely understand that. But he kept it 100, he kept it 100, and that's why I really liked it. All right.
And then you find out that he was dodging you for the women that he's locked up for now. Like, this is insane. This is absolutely insane. Shout out to that blind lady. Hey, girl, she says if she came out the hospital with a whole different body, why didn't she come out with different edges? Now listen, this super chat was sent by the blind lady. Now, if the blind lady, baby, you're not blind. The edges aren't there. The edges aren't there. If the blind lady can tell that you don't have no edges, this is really bad. This is really bad. The blind lady that picked up her damn stick and then fiddle around on the side of your head and she can't find nothing and she trying to figure out what's going on with your edges. Y'all know how terrible it is for a blind woman to know that you don't have no edges. God damn.
Be quiet.
Oh my goodness, I got a package from Stargate. Let's see what it is. no fucking way, bro. Oh my God, this is so crazy. Oh my fucking God, they sent me 2 pairs. This is fucking wild. Yo, this is fucking epic. Let me grab the other pair just so y'all know I'm not fucking bullshitting. Bro, 2 pairs of my fucking Grails. This is fucking wild. I kid you fucking not. Absolutely fucking sane. Insane. You guys are not gonna believe it if I told you. But I know the fucking truth.